Hello and welcome to Sugar Buzz Bakery Extended Elevator Speech. My name is Jeff Blount and this is Western Carolina Entrepreneurship Program 64550. I'd like to first start off by telling you a story about Sugar Buzz from our humble beginnings and a great need in the market. We were first started in 2001 as a need for wholesale in a market in the North Carolina region that came out of necessity for us, as well as a necessity in the area. We were finding ourselves looking for employment in the North Carolina area after 9/11, and most of the markets in the area were not hiring pastry chefs that were qualified. So, of course, we decided that since we couldn't be a part of the market that way, we were going to be a part of the market by supplying them with a better quality dessert bar. And that's exactly how we started. It was just a dessert bar. And of course, when we first started, our choice was, do we do retail or wholesale? And wholesale was obviously our first step. We felt like the restaurants and the markets needed product, and where we were located at the time was not a really good, viable retail space, as well as a wholesale market would allow full-time job to be had on the side. Maybe it wasn't at the executive pastry chef level, but nonetheless a level that we could have a second income. We ended up having to make a lot of choices, and of course we had to think through everything, the right choices for everything that we were doing. How are we going to package it? What was going to be our niche? How are we going to go about supplying those dessert bars? Were we going to drive them, do them through order? How are we going to bake them? What was going to make them different? So we had to make a lot of those choices up front. And the biggest thing we realized was our teamwork. It was a very big aspect for us. And for us to grow into something big, we knew that we were going to have to start with teamwork and great products. So we devised a plan to have a really good team together. I had a mixture of interns from Johnson & Wales University, as well as some graduates like Ralph here in this picture that were from Central Piedmont Community College, my alma mater at the time. And we found a small space in the Denver market. Not great retail, but like I said, we were really going for the wholesale. But of course, as we developed retail products, as we developed wholesale products, retail products were kind of on the side. And of course, we found that few people in the market would come in and buy, but when they did, they were buying what we had. And eventually this built into a retail market segment of our business. So we were able to produce a lot of product. We were also able to have that teamwork go into our clients as well. If a client wanted something special or they wanted to come by and look at our menu, we had product in the pastry case ready for them to look at. It also made it very easy to go out and meet with cold call clients. We could have our product put into boxes and put it on the truck and take it into town with us with our other deliveries and meet with a client that was looking for something special. So we always had product on hand, as well as that retail niche that was kind of nice. Our ideal client, speaking of our clients, our ideal client, it was typically, cafes, hotels, restaurants, and coffee shops in and around our area. And if you notice in this area right here, this was kind of our spot, and our shop was located right in this area right here. So as you can tell, we had a nice span of how we could go. We could go to Davidson, Charlotte, Rock Hill. We could be anywhere within 45 minutes pretty much for that area. So that worked really, really well. And of course, being in the Denver, North Carolina area, we're able to keep our costs low because the square footage there for 1,000 square feet was roughly around $750 a month. So that was extremely helpful. Growth in the food industry in this place, in this area, 24th with $5 billion in F&B. In the Charlotte area, it just keeps growing and growing and growing. It really is an amazing space and area to be a part of. And as we looked at our chefs in the area, the ideal clients were very specific for us as far as who needed what, how much they needed, what were the terms. These kind of things really did kind of help for us. On our menu, like I said, when we first started out, we started out with dessert bars. Dessert bars are our key main moneymaker. We have a line of dessert bars that are based on a healthy oatmeal crust, top and bottom. Um, the middle is then interchanged with different kinds of fillings for different needs for different clients. We have our original oatmeal fudge bar, which we have pictured here, and it is a fudge middle made with Belgian chocolate. That Belgian chocolate can also be replaced with white chocolate, raspberry, peanut butter fudge, and the list goes on and on and on. We also found ourselves with our custom desserts. Our custom desserts, when we looked at some of our clients, our chefs were looking for specific things. They wanted to set themselves apart from the other restaurants, hotels, and cafes in the area. So we could literally have two cafes next door to each other and be servicing both cafes, but have distinct different desserts in both cafes at the same time. And most of our clients really, really enjoy the fact that they like those. When you look at the menu, chefs need certain things. They need a chocolate item, they need a nut item, they need a frozen item, they need a fruit item, and preferably in season. So those things we were able to really meet the needs and standards of the chefs that were looking for quality product that would set them apart from everyone else. Our competition in the area. I first want to talk about these two right here, Desserts and Nova's Bakery. They're the two major wholesale players in the Charlotte market um, at this time, and Desserts is primarily focused on cakes and pound cakes and some dessert bars. However, they have the exact same three dessert bars. They have an Oreo bash bar, a pecan bar, and a pumpkin or a sweet potato bar. And those three are really it. That's all they've got. They do have a occasionally a swirled cheesecake brownie, which is absolutely delicious, and we really like those as well. We've made those and kind of copied those, but we always have a different flavor. Um, However, the biggest segment that we find is this area right here, the independents. Very interestingly enough, in North Carolina, the agriculture department allows you to bake in your home and sell out of your home wholesale. And the laws basically limit you to, as long as there's no animals present, as long as you have an ability to wash your dishes, and there's no vermin or anything in the proximity, as well as a self-closing door on your restroom. At that point, you can register with the agriculture department and start baking in your home. So we find that there's a lot of independent bakers, and what that does is it allows them, since they already have an overhead that's covered by housing, to go in and cut prices. So they're able to go in at a lower price than we are at times. But this usually catches up, and I'll explain why here in just a moment. The other segment that we have here is certain facilities who want frozen packaged items from a broadliner. You will sometimes find chefs that are not interested in ordering from multiple purveyors. They really want to just stick with their one US Foods or Cisco. With that being said, those are they're usually not interested in a high quality product. They're just interested in something quick and fast, and this is usually a client that we're not really looking to work with anyway. So what sets us apart from the rest? Well, first of all, loyalty and trust. We're very trusting, and we hope that our clients can trust us. And more importantly, we're loyal to them. We want to make sure if that chef wants a specific chocolate cake and he wants it to be on his menu, we won't put it on somebody else's menu in his region at all. And if there is something that's close to it, it will be distinctly a little different with garnishes and things of that nature. Another one is our skilled and honest culinary team that we have on staff. We have the highest skilled culinary team on our staff, and we want to work with highly skilled and honest culinary teams in our clients as well. So we really want to work as a team, not just in our own facility, but as part of the team with our clients as well. It takes a whole entire team to build that. Also is our quality-driven team. Now, I've had employees in the past that were just looking to get a job done. However, at Sugar Buzz, our focus has always been it doesn't matter what it takes, it has to be the best quality, and that is most important for us. We meet with numerous farmers, we're looking for seasonal items, and we're constantly thinking of the next best thing that we can make. And then next is our advisor role. We do spend a lot of time with our chefs in an advisor role and advising them how they can make their facility better and their products better. Next is our locavore, and this is a huge move right now in the area, the locavore movement. It's not just about organic and sustainable, but it's also about how local is the food. Now, we can't get eggs all the time from our farmers, but when we get an opportunity to, we do everything we can to utilize product that's from our area. Apples from North Carolina, pumpkins from Pumpkin Center in North Carolina. Sweet potatoes are a huge North Carolina crop, so we try to use things that are driven from that aspect of farm to fork. And then lastly, customization. Our customization is like no other in the area. There are numerous clients that want something specific, and we're able to customize it for them after we sit down and in that advisorship role and find out what it is that they need. We find that a lot of our competition, however, they are not able to customize. They're not able to turn a good enough profit, so to speak, on doing custom work. And for us, we feel like if we can set the price point in the right spot, we can make a decent profit and grow our client through a customization process. What I'd like to do is to finally follow up with the fact that we are a wholesale bakery. We are wholesale focused, and at this time, we're not looking to grow the retail market. This is an extended pitch for our business, and more importantly, focused for growing other wholesale bakeries throughout the future time frame with our wholesale projects through Western Carolina University, as well as my project as I move forward and help other students that come through my culinary school build theirs. And I hope that this kind of extended pitch will help them grow and think about the path that I've gone down with Sugar Buzz Bakery and continue to grow the entrepreneur spirit for bakeries and owners and other entrepreneurs in the North Carolina and South Carolina region. I'd like to thank you for your time, and this has been our Sugar Buzz Wholesale Extended Pitch. Thank you.